Greetings, I'm Ms. Kingsley, and this is the second video on units of time. And this one is about elapsed time. Elapsed time can be challenging, so I hope you can persevere and hang in there with me. We're going to go through two examples, and then I'm going to give you two sample problems to do on your own. The two relationships that we need to know to solve these problems is one, that 1 hour is equal to how many minutes? Say it out loud if you know, 60 minutes, okay? The next thing we need to know is that in those 60 minutes, we can break it apart into 15-minute chunks, and there are 4 of those. So if you add those together, you'll see they make 60, and that's how we get times like 10:15, 10:30, 10:45, and then 11. Okay. We're going to look at this two ways. We're going to start with a number line, and on this number line, we're going to put time, okay? So let's think about this. We know we're starting a little after 10, and we know we're going forward 4 hours. So first, I'm going to put in my hours starting at a straight hour, like 10 o'clock, and this is a.m. And I know I need to move more than 4 hours because it's 4 hours, 15 minutes. So I'm going to make my number line travel at least 5 hours. So first I'm just going to roughly put in the hours, and here's how I do it. I go about evenly spaced, 11, 12. What comes after 12 noon, everyone? Say it out loud. That's right. 1 o'clock, then 2 o'clock, okay? And I can put in my actual time marks there as I go. And I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more. I'm going to go up to 3 o'clock. Okay. Now this is a.m. Let's call this noon. And afternoon, we get to, say it out loud, p.m.s. Hopefully you've learned that part, but if not, you're getting smarter right now. Okay. So now I have my number line set up, but I'm dealing with 15-minute chunks, both at my start time and my end time. So I need to divide these hours into quarters. There's 4 15 minutes in an hour. And this is the easiest way to do that on a number line. First, mark your halfway mark, and then each a halfway mark again between, and now you have 4 quarters between the hour. So in the middle again. In the middle again, in the middle again, and do that for each hour. Okay, I like to make my hour marks bigger so I remember that's on the hour. Okay, now let's solve our problem. We're going to go to 10:15. So this is 10:15. This one would be 10:30, just to remind you, and 10:45. You can see that. Okay, so 10:15 is where I'm starting, right there. Now I need to move forward an hour. If I were going from 10 moving forward to an hour, I'd go 10, hop over to 11. But now I need to go 10:15 to 11:15. So it looks like this. Okay, that's 1 hour. I'm going to do that 4 times. Look how it happens. Okay, go over there to a 12:15. One more time to 1:15. So this is 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. I need one more. 1 hour. Okay, so I'm now at 2:15, but I need to go 15 more minutes. So 15 minutes is one of these little ones, and that gets me to 2:30. This last one would be 2:45 and then 3. So my answer to this problem is 2:30, and I need to mark AM or PM. Which one is it? Say it out loud. That's right, PM. Okay, let's look at this one on a clock, okay? So we have our same problem, 10:15, and we need to move forward 4 hours and 15 minutes. So we're going to start at 10:15. This is 10 o'clock. To get to 10:15, at 10 o'clock, remember the shorthand is on the hour and the minute hand is on the minutes. When we travel around to 10:15, our hand moves a little teeny bit, okay? Now, 1 hour is 1 full rotation of that minute hand. So count with me, here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Am I done? No. 15 more minutes, so I'm going to count it out by 5s. 5, 10, 15. And lo and behold, I end up at 2:30. Whew, okay, that's a lot of work. Let's do one more, then it's going to be your turn. Okay, here we go. This is our second problem. This one's set up a little differently in that this time you have to find the start time when they tell you the end time. So let's say they say you went to a movie and you got out at 5 p.m. and the movie lasted 3 hours and 15 minutes. When did it start? Okay, so we're going to do another number line like this. This time I'm going to put my 5 over here because it's an end time. And this is 5 p.m. So again, I have more than 3 hours, so I'm going to make sure I can go back at least 4 to figure out where I'm going to end up. So I'm going to do this way. Go back to 4 o'clock, that's 1 hour. 3 o'clock is another hour. 2 o'clock is another hour. 1 o'clock is another hour. And I'm just going to check. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I went 4. And I often do it like this, where I don't put in the colon and the zeros and the AM, PMs until later. That's okay. If you want to do it as you go, that's fine. But these are all PM. We didn't get back as far as noon. Okay, now I'm going to go back 3 hours and 15 minutes. Here we go. 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. Okay, now I need to go back just 15 minutes. I have that same problem I had before, but this time I only need to put in my marks for this last hour. So remember, if this is 1 and this is 2, we go in the middle again, and now I have quarter hours. And this would be 1:15, 1:30, 1:45. I need to only go back 1 quarter hour, which is 15 minutes. Boom, right there. And my final time is 1:45 p.m. All right, let's look at it on a clock. Okay, here's our clock again. We're gonna fast forward to 5 o'clock, right there, straight up on 5 o'clock, and we know that we need to go back 3 hours. Well, when we go backwards in time, we have to do what's called counterclockwise, going this way. So we're gonna go 3 full rotations, 1, 2, 3 hours, and then we need to go another 15 minutes backwards in time. And that time is 1:45. It's not yet 2, it's past the 1, showing the hour hand between the 1 and the 2, and over here at 45 minutes, or on the 9 if you just saw a regular clock. Okay, so next it is going to be your turn. So you should get a piece of paper out and be ready to pause the video. I'm going to set this up. Okay, here you go. Okay, your turn. Had to adjust the document camera there. Here are your 2 problems. So pause the video, do your best to work them out. The first one is just like the first problem I did, and the second one is just like the second problem I did. And next comes the answer key. So if you haven't done those problems, pause, go back and do them. If you need to, rewind, watch the examples. And here are your answers. So I want to note, one of these, on one problem, you're moving forward in time, and in the other problem, you're moving backward in time. Okay, that is it for today. And elapsed time is challenging, so if you hung in there, good for you. It takes perseverance, and I'll see you next time. Bye.